Hello, Patricia O'Connor here, and Frida Reba Darcy. Uh, I'm fairly sure we'll be making an appearance shortly. Um, Today it's Wednesday, December the 1st, and I thought that I would add a little bit of wire to my Bald Cypress. This is a twin trunk cypress tree that I started. I didn't start from scratch. I ordered it from Etsy as a rooted seedling or a rooted clone. I'm not really sure what it was, but it came to me basically as a probably about this high at the time. We've both grown a little in the last 2 years, but my idea is to keep this tree small, keep this tree twin trunks, and I put a nice bend in this trunk and a nice bend in that trunk, and when I saw that wire was digging in, I removed it last year, and I've been noticing here lately that it looks to me like that tree is straightening its trunks up a little. So I thought today I would throw 2 wires on here, one for each side, and try to reestablish those bends. And also today is officially our 100th, I believe. Today is our 100th video drop. We probably actually crossed that milestone a month or so ago, but I had been deleting some of my earlier videos. As I saw that they were getting better, and I would delete some of the rougher stuff. I cut off the bottom when we started as we rolled. So I probably in total deleted, maybe 20, 30. But today, cypress wire. 2-year-old tree. My intentions for this tree is to, I had it going my way, and then I had a little error. I made a mistake with my wiring, and it cost me one of my branches. A branch that was, you can kind of maybe see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a place right here. I had one branch on this that went down like that and then kicked up. That's kind of, actually it came down steeper than that, more like this, and kicked up. And then on the opposite side, I wanted, and I was growing, I had several options, another branch on this side to do the same thing. But after a small wiring mishap, I broke my starter, so we're waiting till next spring to start again. And have already told this story a couple of times, but basically with the wire, I made the move that I wanted to make with the wire, but then decided it wasn't long enough after the limb grew a little longer. So I tried to splice a wire onto the end, and then I did not like the work I did and tried to remove that. And in the process of, and the reason I've said this story so many times was that was unnecessary. It was actually doing the job. And I broke it by messing with it. These little leaves, these little fronds right here still have some green on them. I'm gonna try not to mess with them if I can help it. If I can, I'm gonna try not to mess with them. But yeah, get on the right side. So yeah, today 100 episodes. Oh, there it went. Maybe I'll get to keep the other one. And if not, it's no big deal. It's this, my cypress trees are already starting to, my other cypress trees, my big cypress trees, the big guns, they are beginning to show, I should cut that. They're starting to show their fall colors for real now. They're going whole hog. And by whole hog, I mean they are the brightest color, like, yeah, they are the brightest color, yellow. The school bus growing up kind of comes to mind when I see that yellow. Really a pretty yellow. Up until now, I've been seeing everything kind of go that rust color that cypress trees are known for. But in the last week, we've had a nice little cool snap, and I think it'll come back again. We are like starting to have a few more cool days than hot days, she says, on a hot day. But yeah, so let's take that there. Wow. That'll be nice. That will be nice. Really a smoky day out today. This tree, for a 2-year-old tree, I have really enjoyed bringing it along. Being a cypress tree, very easy to grow. I would already have my fundamental structure in place right now, had I not had that. You know, when everything hinges on one limb, don't break it. You know, I mean, golly. Well, but yeah. So that was what I did. That's what I did this past summer. That kind of brought that to a screeching halt. From that point on, we just cleaned it up and said, yeah, we probably won't get another branch where we want it, even though this tree does put out branches fairly prolifically. We probably still won't get one where we want it for a minute, so until next spring. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. Also, some of you are aware that I put this tree in my little baking tin that I also had some bonsai mix in. It's where my show hens are hanging out, and the idea is you let the roots escape out of the bottom, and as you can see now that they have a place to actually go, there are roots escaping out of the bottom, and that will probably help in the further development of this guy. I'm hoping that. Also, I was watching a video. Well, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that until I can do that upright. I saw somebody who had planted their cypress trees in containers, and the containers were in containers, you know, kind of like I'm doing with that. And it looks to me like maybe they were able to get some buttressing out of those, although they had also stated that the tree had spent some time in the yard. Either way, even if they got those buttresses by putting it in the yard for 2 years, that's good to know that you can get your tree to do that without having to necessarily plant it someplace wet, like, you know, like Everglades or a swamp or what have you. So you may notice I'm doubling up this wire. I think it might have been strong enough to do it on its own, but I'm going to want it to stay on here for a minute. So it just kind of made sense to me. Here's the tricky part. You try to swing that leg over without breaking that frond off. And if I do, it's not going to kill it. But on the other hand, if that were to still, that's just last year's green leafy type stuff. I don't believe that would survive the winter and become a limb next year anyway. So if it falls off, and you know, we'll keep it. It's still got some green on it. We're still making photosynthesis with that, so we're not in any hurry for that to go anywhere. I think that's got me. Whoops. It's got me there. All right, so I'm gonna put a little. That's kind of what I had in mind, and then this side will follow suit. And then next year, if this little frond on this side survives the winter and becomes a limb, then I will bend it straight down this way. And if this frond on the other side survives the winter and becomes a limb, I will bend it down the same way. So the tree will have a sense of balance. The larger limb, one coming down close to the trunk, end tipped up. On the left side, the smaller trunk, end coming down, tipped up. On the right side, and it'll be sort of a mirror. It'll be sort of a mirror image, and that is my intentions with this tree. My 2-year-old from Etsy store purchase. Yeah, I know these are long. These are really long, but they're still green on the end and they're still photosynthesizing. When all of this dies back, I will clip them back shorter, but leave them in place. That'll be my flat top kind of style, and I'll probably leave these two back here, although I'm not certain of that. If that starts looking too club-like, I mean, the rule of twos would still be in play there. A little bit of cleanup while I'm here. Happy 100th. My dog is absolutely passed out over on the couch. She covers for me a lot though, so just gonna, you know, had her royalties here and everything, but so yeah, that's basically it. That's all I was gonna do to this thing today. If I keep talking and messing with it, I'll probably break something. Ultimately, this is going to be a Literati in the slightly modern, like when you see 1970s looking Literati and it's got all those kind of things going down and they look a little straight with maybe 3 bends. That's what I'm ultimately going for here. We'll see how this spring works. Other than that, I love this little tree. You don't have to have 1,000,000 years in, or even 10 years, or even, heck, 5 years. This is an $18 tree at a $22 pot. So, and I get way more bonsai joy than that out of it, I would say. So, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and stuff. And I'll see you guys on Friday.